Hi and welcome. This is going to be my first review, and it's a review of the Doopydoos DL-44 kit, the A New Hope Han Solo version, hero version of that. This is the new version 2 kit, which came out very recently. I've been on the fence about getting it for a while, and when this version came out, I picked it up quite quickly. So this is probably one of the first ones there. As you can see, it's full resin kit. It comes in these parts, so not really many parts. A lot of it's already been assembled for you. Things like the sight here has been already glued in, so you don't need to worry about that. The flash hider is already put on as well. So this is supposedly a recast of a cast of an actual Mouser, and it's very nice. The lines, as you can see, are very crisp. There are very few air bubbles, at least in the main parts. There are a few which I will cover later. So the lower receiver here, we can see there is a slight mold seam right here, very minor, won't be visible. I'll probably just sand that down. As you can see, the trigger, if you want to have that free, there's going to be a bit of drilling right here on that part. On that, the grills here are very nicely defined. That would be a spot where having an air bubble really would be an issue. The hammer doesn't move, that's all fixed. Personally, I think it looks in a bit of odd position. Perhaps it would be nicer if it could move. And the grips here, the kit comes with these wooden plastic grips, resin grips like so. But you can replace those, and I probably will with the proper wooden Mouser ones. These actually do have some air bubbles in them anyway, so I wouldn't use these personally. We then have the upper body, the barrel. It's a very nice piece, again one piece that's been stuck on. Very slight mold line here in the bottom of the bull barrel. Nothing visible at all on the flash hider, which is very clean. All the lines, as you can see here, are all very nicely defined. There is a slight air hole here on the back of this bolt here, which I'm going to have to fill. Again, it's on the bottom, so it won't be very visible. Other than that, it's a very nice casting of it. Even includes the ejector port there, which you won't get on a Denix, which I'll compare this with in a second. I'll put that down. The sight, again, very neat, nicely molded, very smooth ends here for the lens, so you can just simply paint that black, put a bit of gloss varnish on it, and it should look like glass. Same on the front. Nice cutouts, slight seam line. You can just see a bit of graining just up here, some sort of texture, but that will just sand down nicely. And there's a slight mold line here on the bottom, which won't be visible. I'll probably just sand that quickly, but once it's on the gun and the mounting, it won't show. The text there for as on the original. So we have our mounting kit, the bracket here. So the bracket itself, one piece, which then has these two bits, and this is where some of the other problems are, which I was talking about. There's a couple of air bubbles, one there and one there on the screw. So again, a bit of filler on those, I think. The bracket itself looks very clean. The sight fits in there nicely, and with the bracket over like so, it's going to look really nice. We have this crossbar here with the knobs. The knobs have quite a nice knurled texture on them. Again, very finely detailed here. Very nicely cast, and they fit right over these pegs here very nicely. So that's going to look really good as well. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be this way, I suppose. It also comes with the T-track and the I don't know what people call them, the bobby pins. So again, I think this is an older casting because the material looks quite different from the rest of the kit. So yeah, this is optional again if you want it. You can put it on, just cut it to size, put it on there. So comparing this to a, this is a Denix Luke Skywalker, which I completed recently with wooden handles, metal flash hider and resin sight. So if we compare the two, you can see the size is really very similar. The barrel, the same. So it's definitely a really good cast in terms of size. Weight wise, obviously this is a resin kit. So the weight is going to be significantly lighter. So I don't know if you want to be trooping with this, if you're going to be walking around with this in a holster all day, I think it would be quite a lot more comfortable than the Denix, which is quite heavy actually. If you put that down, it does make a nice chunk, whereas this weighs considerably less. So overall, I'm very pleased with this kit. It's £40 in the UK. It came quite quickly. I know Doopydoos has sometimes had a reputation for taking a while, but I think I had mine in less than 2 weeks. Got delivered today actually. So yeah, I'm quite excited to have this kit, and I look forward to starting it. It seems to be one of those kits that is just going to more or less paint itself, I think, but I'm sure it'll be a lot of work. Really, the texture is really good overall, as you can see on the body itself. There are no air bubbles. Sometimes you get kits with lots of air bubbles and you just spend forever filling it. But I think this has got a few minor things to do. Get around bit here around the trigger and sort out the bottom a bit. There's this mag release button there. Doesn't look quite right, but again, it's something that nobody will ever see if you, especially if you put this in a little display case or something like that. So thank you for watching. I hope that was useful for people. Please comment or critique. Like I said, this is my first one. I have no idea how to edit it, so it's all in one take. Thank you very much, and enjoy your day.